Hello, everyone, and welcome to my new episode of Rapid Chess series on chess.com. Please don't get distracted by my humongous beard at the moment. Probably gonna shave later. So, let's start a new game. It's definitely gonna be longer than our previous game, which was only 7 moves. And probably I'm gonna have a very tough opponent. Is that Poland or Indonesia? I would guess Indonesia, but we're gonna find out. Yes, it is. How do I want to play this? Queen pawns opening. I must be very quick. Oh, it's not easy. But let's try to get a solid setup out of the opening and gonna see what's going on afterwards. I'm looking at bishop c4 and c6. That's a weird move, definitely. Um, sure, I think we can do that. That's fine. Bishop out. Gonna make the pyramid of pawns. Because his knight is not on c4, I'm gonna delay um, c6 just a little bit. Okay, there's a funny trap here to trap the queen. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, so let me think. If I go here, here, hmm, yeah, I don't think it works. Um, okay, um, I could take the knight first. You know, that's an option. Did I take the knight or not? Because if I don't take, he's gonna move away, create all sorts of troubles. So I think I'm gonna choose to take the knight first, defend the pawn afterwards. If I defend the pawn, well, that's not really a problem. I can push the pawn as well. Actually, pushing the pawn is not that bad. Now the problem is he can come in with the bishop. With a check. Say I go here, here. Okay, do the pawns. If I go here instead, I kinda ruin my pawns. So, therefore, let's go ahead and do that. If he delivers check, which is very tempting, develop a piece, I'm just gonna kick the bishop back, castle afterwards. Ideas of h6. We exchanged a minor piece. He does have the same pyramid of pawns, but his bishops are not out, so that's good. Now he only helps me finish my pyramid of pawns. I can castle next, play h6. And we should be good to go. Let me just castle first. First things first. Okay, I don't think that's a problem, realistically. I can, of course, play h6. Also, I can play knight to e, knight to d7. Is knight to d7 too slow? That's my question. I always have this tempo move. That's quite nice. It is slow, but let me just do that. Because he's not castled. That's the problem. I think we can push the pawn now to h6, just in case. But I don't really know. Maybe this is a potential move, and this is definitely a move. So let's start with that. Let's do a pawn storm. Okay, no more pawn storm because he has some other plans. So maybe we open up the center. I think it's safe to do so. Maybe my bishop would be good there. I can jump with the knight. I think the bishop is just fine, you know. But bishop here, I can just retreat. So, but if I go here, let's just go with the knight. I don't think it's much of a difference. But now we can just go back. I can sack the knight for 2 pawns. I don't think I will. But if I go back, he will push again. I think that's safe. We can also go here. If they, I think that's takes. Yeah, I think that's really not bad because he pushed a bit too much his king side. So if he castles long side castle, would be fine to open the b file. That's not a problem. Okay, we still have ideas of bishop to c5, targeting the pawn. But if he captures or he moves away, now the pawn is protected. If he comes there, not so good. But now we have this idea. We can start with the rook though. He's still not castled. Definitely start with the rook is a good option. Knight to e4, I'm thinking. So what's he gonna do? Break the pin. He can't really push because I just capture. So probably bishop e2. If he goes bishop e2, I'm gonna continue my knight to e4. Then I can fork them. Also, he's hanging at the moment. I don't think that's an issue, to be honest. It's really not a problem. Yeah, he um, can jump to d4 now, but it's not a big problem. Now we can deliver a check, and I'm ruining his castle, which I think that I will. Is knight to e4 still a good option? A knight here is nice. We can play knight there later. Him to play. Now let me think. Here or here? Which one's better? Let me go for queen c7. I don't think it's right. Queen d8 looks more natural. Obviously, knight to e4 looks like a good move as well. As long as he cannot push the pawn, it's fine. I can blockade the pawn later. So I think we should be all right. We're slowly increasing the temperature, pressure. Hmm. Rook to c8 when he targets the pawn. If he targets the pawn, just kick it away. So, right, he goes there with the queen. I don't think that should be a problem. Let's add an extra defender. I would love to go bishop h4, but I need him to move his knight first, so I can do that. My position is pretty good. Dangerous. He's got these three pawns, and rook, queen, knight, they can become active very quickly. The bishop as well. So I need to improve my rooks. Maybe rook a to c8. I'm still okay, but now we can just drop back. Or can we? Okay, take, not good. If we move the knight, we actually threaten. We actually threaten to capture the pawn. Okay, how do I get my knight here? Hmm. Doesn't matter. We're threatening the pawn now. If I can get this in, it could end in a checkmate. Um, I think we're slowly getting the advantage, but I'm still not confident till the end. I can always blunder, always blunder something. Okay, so he protects the pawn. That's fine. Knight to d3. Is knight to d3 a good move? Knight to d3. Maybe you can drop the bishop now. We have ideas of knight d3 anyways, so we can drop the bishop. Hmm, maybe. Actually, let's keep the pressure on him. Let's keep the pressure on him. That's a very ambitious move. If I can get that in, that would be phenomenal. But I can just go here, drop back just a little bit. Okay. Knight to e5 becomes an option. Except that he can pin my queen. I don't like that. So that's not an option. But we got a nice fork here. We can get rid of the rook. And how do we do that? Maybe a move like this. You can't really take as I go in with the queen. So this is. Then he can push. So that's not good. Can he push now? Push takes. And it's not looking good. Okay, what do I do if he pushes? That's the question. He pushes, we can offer to trade the queens. Takes with a check. Can only go there. We can take the pawn afterwards, run with the pawn, bring the rooks. That could work, but I just think the queen is going to be very, very useful. So here, here, here. Let's say king moves. Then I'm gonna capture. Probably he want to capture back with the knight. He will do a random move, like I don't even know. Knight there, let's say, and then can bring my other rook. I have such a massive advantage, so I don't really want to trade. Oh, actually, I can win his rook, can I? Yeah, I can just win his rook, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. I have to win his rook. Maybe a move like this. He can threaten my bishop, but it's not really a problem. If he captures, I mean, that's really not good for him, to be fair. If he actually captures, I'm just gonna capture back. But it's not a good move. So the knight is kind of in jail. Bishop is in jail. He can push his pawns, or he can go after my bishop, which is more likely that that's gonna happen. So probably queen f1, queen f1. What do we do if queen f1? We go there, so it doesn't work. Go there, doesn't work. I don't know if winning the rook was the best move. I was looking for something better, but I couldn't figure out anything, so my opponent is having a bit of a think. Usually it's me, the one who struggles with the clock. And I think I'm gonna use this opportunity to make a tea. Okay, he goes there, but I can just trade down now. Or I can play queen g3. Or I can save my bishop completely. So takes, takes. We're also up a pawn. But even better, takes with the rook and bring the other rook and attack his queen pawn. I think even better. Need to be careful with the back rank checkmate. So we are a rook for a bishop. And my pawn structure is awful, but I think I have an extra pawn. And he pushes the pawn. That is very ambitious. Took his bishop and this pawn. The only way to protect them both is to go there. Then I can. Oh, oh, I can't do that because of the queen. So here, here, here. Wait, wait. Here, here, here. I think that's all right. That's the only move to not lose any of the two pieces, but he's too fixated on pushing the pawns. He just drops the bishop for no reason. Ah, that's the final blow now. Oh Lord. If he keeps pushing pawns, I think that's just lights out, to be honest. But let's see. My opponent keeps fighting, which is good. Make myself a good fight. But if he's not careful, next move is gonna be lights out. I'd really like to see that move. Rook f4, pinning the to the king. Um, Instead, he noticed, so he can now infiltrate with his queen, which I don't like. So let's trade queens and win a pawn afterwards, probably. There's still back rank problems, but it's gonna be two rooks for one against one and up two pawns, I believe. So that should be an easy win. Take with check. He's gonna move anywhere, it doesn't really matter. Win a pawn. He's gonna bring the rook to the open file. I can attack both his pawns. If he goes there, gonna take. If he goes here, I'm gonna take one of the pawns. If he protects one pawn, I'm gonna take the other. And then if he pushes, I'm just gonna take. Even better, gonna check and take. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. No back rank checkmate, I think. So I think it's all solid, all good now. And this one should be in the bag. It should be a win. And he resigns. Yeah, my plans were, let's say, a random move. Let's not move into a check. He wants to bring the rook to the open file, so maybe he would move here, here, here. I don't know, something weird like that. Here, here. And it's just not enough. Yeah, it's just not enough. Um, so good game to my opponent. Let's do an analysis. 87.6% accuracy, which is just phenomenal. And same with me and my opponent. We had zero blunders, zero misses, zero mistakes. I had two inaccuracies, and he had six. Few book moves, not many. No brilliance, no great moves. Just a solid game of chess. Um, 14 best moves against 8. He had 10 good moves, so they're just good. But slowly he lost some advantage on that. So that's not bad, 87%. I think that's solid. Wow, that's still a book move. I didn't know that. I pinned his queen, which is not the best move, but it's okay. Developing the pieces, and this is just a good move. The best move is to gambit the pawn. That's incredible. So I go for just an okay move. Pushing the pawn is better. I wanted to bait him into checking me with the bishop. He checked me with the queen. Uh, Even better, I finished my pyramid, castles, inaccuracy. Should have jumped with the pony. Now it's a bit too late. Attacking his queen. He goes back. I push the best move. I take back with the knight, not with the bishop, which is best move. Inaccuracy. Computer wants me to protect the king, but I went on an adventure. He didn't capture me. I played the best move, pinning the pawn to the king, of course. I'm actually attacking it twice. So I think it was smart of him to take. I take back. He pushes. That's just good. I found the best move. He does the same. And I've got a 3.2 advantage, even though material is equal. But as a human, it's very hard to capitalize and continue your how should I say, keeping the pressure and the tension. So I protect my bishop. He attacks my bishop just once. I defended it twice, anyways. He goes back. I play the best move, rerouting my pony. I reroute my pony again to a better square. He runs away with the king. King attack. He's attacking my bishop with the king and a queen. Best move, retreating but keeping the diagonal active. He pushes and okay, in at this point, I knew it was a critical moment. Um, I didn't quite find the best move, but this still wins some material. So I should have taken his best move is to take, and then my best move is to sack the rook. I mean, I see myself doing something like that. His best move is to wait, what? To attack my bishop? I can just take back the bishop. But anyways, oh, I guess I'm just deflecting his queen, aren't I? So that would be mate in two. But Let's say he finds the best move still. Then you just build up the pressure even more. You gambit the bishop. You check him out. He blocks. You check him out again. And wow, he takes you back. And it's mate in four. So that could have been a continuation, but that didn't happen. Sorry, when I have like a system audio at the same time with the microphone, sometimes it cuts out. So I said that that could have been a continuation, but that didn't happen. Um, so this is an inaccuracy. I didn't find the next best move. I knew I had positional advantage. I couldn't find a continuation, so I was like, okay, let me just settle for a material advantage, and I'm gonna slowly convert this uh, in the end game, which I did while he resigned even before that. So takes. He attacks my bishop. Best move, trade down, win a pawn. He allows me to fork him. He forgets that his bishop is under attack. That's an inaccuracy, but I think that's, you know, a good move. Just a good move. And I it's actually mate in 8. Okay, so here. Okay, and now we're back to the same thing. So that would have been really smart, but at this point, I was confident that I'm winning. So the winning combination here, this is so good. Wow. Instead, I just force to trade the queens. Um, let's say the king moves here, it's mate in 7. So here, I mean, I've got a plus 10 advantage. So yeah, but I would have gone here though. Anyway, here I would have taken. No, I would have. Yeah, I would have taken here. I would have just unboxed on. Anyways, so yeah, it's just completely winning. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against two, two rooks against one. That's a clear win. So let's check our new rating. It's 1250. Wow. 1250 guys, and we're on a 5 winning streak, actually. That is amazing. How long can we get away with this? We just keep winning, winning, winning. Um, and I'm not a smurf, mind you. My real actual rating is around 1,000. So I've just done big improvements lately, and it shows in my matches and my rating. Um, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to check my playlist, and I wish you a great day and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.